Hey guys, welcome, and to my friends, welcome back. My name is Pumi, and this is the Dream Family. So I started making videos again because a friend of mine actually scolded me so bad and reminded me that like you started something and you've been incredibly inconsistent, and I decided to listen. So please stick with me for the next few weeks, and yeah, let's talk. Today, I want to talk about something that I am currently experiencing. Have you ever reached an end of a chapter in your life and you look back and you're like, wow, is it really over? Is it done? Um, in 2 weeks' time, I think I'll be done with my undergrad, and it's been an incredible journey. University has taught me so much more than just being in class, textbooks, lectures, whatever, you know. It's taught me a lot about life, about being accountable, being resilient, being hardworking, being smart. You'd be surprised. And today I just want to talk about five things that university has taught me. And hopefully they'll touch the next person, whether you're about to go into uni, hoping to get into uni, or like me, about to be done or you're done, whatever, you know, I just hope that there's going to be something for you to take out of this conversation. Okay, so first things first, I started uni in 2023, right? Before uni, I had a lot of expectations about university and what it's like, the environment, the life, all these things. I had a youthful expectations. I expected it to be fun, of course, to get new friends, freedom vibes, parties. I don't really party, but I do go out, if you know me. Um, Campus life, like I was expecting a lot. And my very first day was just ugh, horrible. When I came here, it was raining, right? Not only was it raining, I did not have a place to stay. So I left home in hopes that I'll find a place to stay today when I get there. I didn't think it was going to be that hard until I actually got here, and it absolutely was. We drove around looking for a place to stay. We couldn't find any. And so my family had to leave me at the SCC offices and just hope that they'll find me a place to stay. And for sure, they did. But the place was they found for us was just horrific. Not that bad, but scary. So it just numbed all the expectations I had. And first year for me was lonely. Took a while for me to actually make friends and find people to hang out with and all those things. It was a bit tough, confusing, especially for the first few months. It was just ugh. Um, but looking back, the first lesson I guess I learned was that God will find you. You know, coming to uni, I thought I was running away from a lot of responsibilities, a lot of things. I thought that I'd be taking a break from life itself, from everyone back home and everything back home, but quickly realized that that was not the case. Um, the same responsibilities that I was running away from found me here, right? And it was more so as a shield than it was a detriment. But yeah, the lesson was God will find you. Wherever you are, no matter how lost or alone that you may feel, He'll find you because He definitely found me. Even when, if I dare say, I was trying to run away from Him. Um, the second lesson, I guess, that I will take with me is that friendships or relationships in general have to be organic. Um, I didn't realize how introverted I am until I came here, because back home I was very comfortable with the spaces that I was in. Um, I was a socialite, but when I came here, things changed. I only had one friend, and we had different schedules, so I was really forced, in a sense, to make new friendships, right, with people that we have similar schedules and we can hang out and stuff. And that took a while. Gonna be honest. It took a while. And the friendships that I made throughout uni, that's a video on its own. Some were good, some questionable, but a big takeaway from it would be that make sure that your friends are your friends, right? Um, make sure that the people you hang around with are for you, and they have your best interests of heart at heart, and vice versa. Um, the people that you call friends, especially in a new environment, uh, they can make you or break you if you're not careful. So make sure that you guys are aligned, you're in the same mindset, both of you or everyone involved actually sees one another as friends. That way, a lot of things are really avoided, and a lot of disappointment, especially, is avoided. And really, the third would be that academics cannot be your everything. I don't know, but like for me, when school was all that I had, I was miserable, absolutely miserable. Nothing was fun, nothing was enjoyable, because it's just school, study, work, assignments, test, like nothing fun. And it was that year that I was told that, like, you don't have enough time to just focus on one thing in life. You don't. You'll be dead by the time you finish that thing, and then what? You need hobbies, you need whatever it may be, sports, arts, music, whatever, right? But you need something outside academics that's going to keep your soul alive, and make sure that when you look back and this part of your life is over, it's not going to be in regret that, oh, I should have, I could have. You know, a lot of those things are just there. Actually, a lot of those opportunities are just there. You just need to be open and do something. That's it. The fourth lesson that I can think of is that no one really cares. Hey, um, no one cares. The things that you think define you, or the way that you think other people see you, it really doesn't matter, because most people you come across don't even care about you. There's no need stressing over the little things, and there's no need to perpetuate them into something that they are not. Um, Clothes, whatever, like no one cares. You can wake up and be like, okay, you know what, today I'm pulling my hardest outfit, and best possible scenario, someone's gonna be like, oh, you look great. That's it. They move on with their lives. No one really cares. And some people will say hurtful things, but those things only affect you to the extent that you let them. And the fifth thing that I took with me is that if you don't do it, it's not getting done. And this was a painful lesson to me. If you don't act, nothing's going to happen. If you don't study, you're not going to pass. If you don't do that assignment, you're not going to pass. If you don't wash those dishes, they're going to stay there. If you don't cook, you're going to starve. If you are not accountable to yourself, nothing changes in your life. Uni made me realize that my life doesn't move unless I move it, and I have to take ownership for it. Um, it's been a great lesson about action. And I guess, like, a bonus lesson would be that community and relationships matter, right? If you want to have a meaningful experience, you need to be able to share it with people. If you want it to be a wholesome experience, find your community. If you're watching and you're afraid of uni or you're not having a wonderful experience, calm down and just take a deep breath and try to expose you to your try to expose yourself to good environments. Try a sport, you know. Um, go for debating, did that first year, just do something. There's a lot of opportunities in uni. And if you don't take them, then it's not going to be beneficial to you, even beyond academics. Um, over the past few years, I've learned a lot and I've grown, right? I've grown as, or at least I'd like to believe that. Um, gained a lot of weight. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but I've grown, I've matured. Um, I got into journaling, taking walks, going down the river. There's a lot of things that you could do, having a comfort person, um, that'll, make you feel like things are going to be okay. I've had things and places and people set up in my life that have helped me navigate my way through. And even though, like, most of the time I prefer to be alone, it was when I chose not to be that real memories were created. So it's been great. I've learned to be resilient, as I've said, to be patient, to be critical, a critical thinker, um, to take into account different perspectives. Um, life may not be so much as black and white as we would like it to be, or we'd want to believe that it is. And growth isn't just about grades or academic achievements or whatnot. Had a wonderful experience, even though there were times when I just wanted nothing than to be home, you know. Being here has been about like becoming who I'm meant to be, who I think God wants me to be. I haven't been the best at that. I've made countless mistakes. In just these 3 years, I've made a lot of mistakes. A lot. Right? And even now, I'm still trying to take everything in and see how best to learn from those mistakes and how best to grow and make sure that I do not repeat the very same things that I've already done. Um, yeah, if you're a university student or university student to be and you're going to be away from home or you are away from home, please write down your experience, share with me or everyone who's going to be listening or reading the comments. I want to know how it's been like for you and what you've learned. And yeah, going to be more consistent, I promise. Promise. So please bear with me. If you liked this video, you know what to do. Bye bye.